Diego Maradona began his professional career at Argentinos Juniors, making his debut just 10 days before his 16th birthday in October 1976. This period was crucial in his development from a prodigy to a global superstar. He played for the club from 1976 to 1981, during which he was the top scorer in the Argentine League for 4 consecutive seasons. Over 5 years, Maradona played 167 matches and scored 115 goals for Argentinos Juniors. His exceptional performance led to a high-profile transfer to Boca Juniors in 1981. The transfer fee was substantial and helped fund Argentinos Juniors' subsequent successes, including their 1985 Copa Libertadores victory. Though he never won a title with the club, his time at Argentinos Juniors solidified his reputation as a world-class talent and set the stage for his legendary career. Today, the club stadium is named the Estadio Diego Armando Maradona in his honor. In February 1981, Maradona was transferred to Boca Juniors from Argentinos Juniors for a reported fee of $4 million. He quickly became a fan favorite, scoring twice on his debut. He played in 40 matches and scored 28 goals for the club during this period. His time at Boca was an immediate success. He led the team to win the 1981 Metropolitano Championship, which was his first and only league title in Argentine football. This short but impactful spell solidified his status as a national icon and a true Boca player. His dazzling performances and charismatic personality endeared him to the club's passionate fan base, and this bond lasted for the rest of his life. His exceptional play caught the attention of European giants, and following the 1982 World Cup, he was transferred to Barcelona for a then world record fee of £5 million. In 1982, following the World Cup in Spain, Barcelona broke the world transfer record to sign Maradona from Boca Juniors. The fee was a then staggering 1.2 billion pesetas, around $7.6 million at the time. The move marked his arrival on the European stage and was met with immense anticipation. Despite his time at the club being marked by injury and illness, Maradona still showcased his incredible talent. In his 2 seasons, 1982 to 1984, he played 58 official matches, scoring 38 goals. He helped Barcelona win 3 trophies. He won Copa del Rey and Copa de la Liga in 1983, both of them coming against Real Madrid. He also won Spanish Super Cup 1983 to 84. Maradona's time at Barcelona was plagued by health issues. He contracted hepatitis and suffered a severe ankle injury after a brutal tackle from Andoni Goicoechea of Athletic Bilbao. This injury sidelined him for several months and was a major setback. The end of Maradona's time at Barcelona was a dramatic one. The climax came during the 1984 Copa del Rey final against Athletic Bilbao. After a series of heated fouls throughout the match, a mass brawl erupted on the field, with Maradona at the center of it, famously lashing out at several Bilbao players. The incident, witnessed by the King of Spain, led to a 3-month ban from Spanish football. Disillusioned with the club, at odds with the team's management, and following his ongoing feud with Barcelona's president Josep Luis Núñez, Maradona decided to leave. He was then sold to Napoli for another world record fee in 1984, where he would go on to achieve his greatest club success and become a cultural icon. When Maradona arrived in 1984, Napoli was a team struggling in the shadow of the wealthy and powerful northern Italian clubs like Juventus, AC Milan, and Inter Milan. His transfer was a world record deal at the time, and it was a statement of intent for the club and the city. Maradona's presence immediately brought a new sense of hope and pride to the working-class city of Naples, which often felt marginalized by the rest of Italy. Maradona's time at Napoli was marked by unprecedented success. He led the club to its first ever Serie A title in the 1986 to 87 season, a feat that was celebrated with an outpouring of emotion and city-wide jubilation. This was followed by a Coppa Italia win in the same season. His success didn't stop there. Napoli won a second Serie A title in 1989 to 90, a UEFA Cup in 1989, their only European trophy to date, and the Supercoppa Italiana in 1990. Maradona was the team's talisman, captain, and creative force, and his partnership with other key players like Bruno Giordano and Careca, known as the Magici Trio, was legendary. Over his 259 appearances for the club, he scored 115 goals and provided numerous assists. That Maradona's legacy in Naples is about more than just trophies. He became a symbol of social redemption for the city. He was a working-class hero from Argentina who understood the struggles of the Neapolitan people and gave them a reason to believe in themselves. The murals, street art, and altars dedicated to him throughout the city are a testament to the enduring love and reverence the people of Naples have for him. His number 10 jersey was retired by the club in his honor. Following his death in 2020, the club's stadium, Stadio San Paolo, was officially renamed Stadio Diego Armando Maradona. After his turbulent departure from Napoli and a 15-month ban for a failed drug test, Diego Maradona's next stop was Sevilla in Spain. Maradona's transfer to Sevilla in the summer of 1992 was a high-profile event, but it was fraught with difficulty. The deal was complex, involving FIFA's intervention to facilitate his release from Napoli. He was 31 years old and had been out of professional football for over a year. Despite this, he was managed by his former Argentina national team coach, Carlos Bilardo, which was a major factor in his decision to join the club. Maradona's single season at Sevilla, 1992 to 1993, was not a resounding success, but it had its moments of brilliance. He made 29 appearances for the club and scored 8 goals. While he showed flashes of his genius, he was often out of shape and struggled with his fitness. Maradona's time at Sevilla was marked by more than just what happened on the field. His relationship with the club's management and his manager, Carlos Bilardo, became strained. There were public disagreements, including one famous incident where he was substituted and reportedly cursed at Bilardo. The club even reportedly hired a private detective to follow him. Ultimately, his time at Sevilla was short-lived, and he left the club after just one season. The experience was a far cry from the godlike status he had enjoyed in Naples, and it highlighted the challenges he was facing in his personal life and career. He returned to Argentina, first to Newell's Old Boys and then to Boca Juniors, to see out the remainder of his playing career. Diego Maradona had a brief but memorable stint with Newell's Old Boys in Argentina. Maradona's time at Newell's was very short. He played for the club in 1993, returning to Argentina after a decade in Europe. Despite only playing 5 official games, his signing was a major event. An incredible 40,000 fans attended his first training session. His presence brought immense attention and excitement to the club. During his time at Newell's Old Boys, he played 5 official games and did not score a goal. However, he did score on his unofficial debut in a friendly against Emelec. Maradona's time at Newell's Old Boys is often remembered for the sheer spectacle and the hero's welcome he received. The club's fans have since shown him great affection, and his legacy is an important part of the club's history. When he returned to the club as a manager in 2019, he was welcomed like a king and was even presented with a pitch-side throne. Diego Maradona's return to Boca Juniors in 1995 marked the final chapter of his illustrious and often tumultuous playing career. Here's a breakdown of his second stint with the club. After a 15-month suspension for a doping violation at the 1994 FIFA World Cup, Maradona, at 35 years old, made his comeback to professional football with his beloved Boca Juniors. This was the club where he had played briefly and won a league title in 1981, and it was a club he supported passionately. His return was a major event in Argentina. He was a hero to the fans, and his comeback was met with an incredible display of affection and excitement. While he was no longer at his physical peak, he still showed flashes of his legendary brilliance. His final 2 years as a player were marked by both on-field moments and continued controversy off the field. He played his last official match for the club on October 25, 1997, against arch-rivals River Plate, which Boca won 2-1. This was his last professional game before his retirement. Maradona's connection with Boca Juniors didn't end with his playing career. In 2005, he returned to the club as a sports vice president. He also returned to La Bombonera, Boca's stadium, as a visiting coach in 2020, where he received a king-like welcome, complete with a pitch-side throne and a special tribute.